Hey there, my name is Alan, and this is what we're working on. Let's get to it. Catch can day. It came in. I'm excited. This is going to be pretty neat. I've always ran breathers. I've never had a catch can, so this is a bit of a first here that I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be nice. And especially since I just dropped every bit of hardware I need to put it together with down in there. That's pretty good. That's what you want. Going with the plain Jane self-tapper temporary option to mount this thing up. Send her home. There we go. Installed. Not really, not yet. Close. And it's got the little drain valve as well. Little brass drain valve. That way when she breathes a little and pushes some oil into the catch can, you can just drain it down into the cap mount, and I hope everyone's okay, but golly. Anyway, I think this style line here is going to be much more forgiving than the other high pressure PTFE line that I built all the other fuel lines with. I can already tell it's going to be. This is not under pressure. This is essentially a nice looking radiator hose, coolant hose, heater hose, whatever you want to call it. It's a hose that carries. Ow! But it still makes me bleed. Dang it. It's a hose that carries non-pressurized fluids, except for my blood, because my blood pressure is through the roof and it's carrying it right now. I'm gonna find some tape. Well, now, see, I tried to brag on you. Now you're making me look like a fool. And frankly, I don't appreciate that very much. Trying to get it all the way up to the base of that fitting, and I see it's there now, so I'm gonna call that good. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I can tell by the way this is going together, it is going to be much more forgiving than that regular PTFE line. To the grinder. Let's get a little better idea how I want to run this guy. You know what? Let's bring you in here. You want a little closer? I'll get you a little bit closer. Yeah, come on. This fitting is coming from the valve cover. These are those push-in style fittings we found from Motion Raceworks. That guy's gonna go there. And I think I want to try to run it along with the fuel line there, above the radiator hose, and then straight in. And honestly, I may have cut that absolutely perfect. I could run that guy, keep him pretty straight there. That'd be neat. And then straight over. Yep. Think that's our guy. I'm gonna give her a little spritz, a little cuts. Now, I want to try to get the hose pushed all the way up into that shoulder there. So that, did that on purpose for comedic effect. Yep, definitely on purpose. Just gonna, that's all right. Looks pretty good for my house. Then you take, sorry, I'll show you. Then you're gonna take that end that we just installed And that end goes in and threads into the fitting and compresses into the hose at the same time. Pretty neat. Don't know who thunk of it, but I like them. And now, that guy is going to go right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. There we go. Okay. And with that not being said, that set is done with half. Now I gotta do the other line. Want to show you a little trick. If any of you fellers are as cheap as I am, when it comes to buying things that you really don't want to have to buy, but then you need the function of what you need to buy, show you a trick with zip ties. Go all the way around what you're trying to separate. So this is the one zip tie is all the way around both of them, as you can see right there. Now, take your one zip tie, go in between the two. So now you're looping around the zip tie that you just created. The only thing that this zip tie is touching is the zip tie in between the two hoses. If you can see that. Cinch down the center tie. Go back and make sure the bottom zip tie, or the one looping around both hoses, is now cinched. And you got yourself a homemade wire separator, in this case hose separator, because that's what we're doing with what we got. Okay, done. And then you take your leather feller and you just cut off the tag ends. Make sure to put your hand in front of the blade that's brand new and very sharp. Don't actually do that, that's a joke. And there you have it. Fancy little doodabber to keep your hoses separated and organized dish. So I'm going to go all the way around town. Just get her started. You don't want that to be tight yet. And then take your other one, go in between. Find you a good spot where you want to try to hide this a little bit. Don't show everybody your secrets. And then cinch down the main line, or the one looping all the way around. Just like that. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada boom, bada bing. Slower but faster-ish, but faster, slower. There we go. Nice. Well, fellers, we done did it. We've got our catch can installed. Boom. I am digging it. Clean, clean, clean. That's the goal here. Those fittings work perfect into the valve covers. Hope I don't have to do an oil change anytime soon. If I do, I'll figure it out. I ain't scared. It's all looking good. One more step, catch can installed. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Follow along to hear this big block run very soon in the next couple days. Catch can installed. Thanks for watching again, and peace.